A mother saw that her child was getting new scratches, so she put up a camera to see what was going on. She broke down in tears when she saw what her cat was doing. Charlotte, Maine lived in a small town in the United States. She was 25 years old. Charlotte's only dream in life has always been to have a family. The young woman was used to having a lot of people around her all the time because she grew up with her brothers, sisters, and different cousins. Charlotte knew that she wanted to have a family, but she also knew that she wanted to finish college and get a good job so that she could take care of her baby when she got one. The girl was in her last year of college at the time. She was going to school to become an architect because she had always been interested in buildings and design. She hoped that one day she could design a building that would be built in the middle of the city for everyone to see. Charlotte was very driven and knew she wanted to get a good job, but she felt very alone because she wanted to start a family. The young woman decided to adopt an animal one day to stop being lonely. She thought it would be like having a child because it would make her feel better and keep her company without taking up too much of her time. Charlotte loved animals, but she thought that at that point in her life, a dog wouldn't be the best choice for her. She didn't have time to give it the attention it needed and take it for walks. The young woman knew this, so she chose to adopt a cat instead. One day, she checked out all the cats at a nearby shelter before leaving. Cats of all ages were there, from kittens just a few weeks old to cats more than 10 years old, but Charlotte didn't seem to notice any of them. The young woman was about to give up her search when she came across a cage with a very strange cat inside. The animal looked to be about 5 years old, and her adoption note said she had been found as a stray. Charlotte wasn't sure what breed of cat the cat was because she was very fluffy and looked like a mix of breeds. The shelter gave the cat the name Trix, which Charlotte liked a lot. The cat meowed at the young woman as she looked at Trix through the bars of her cage. Charlotte knew at this point that she had found the animal she wanted to bring home. A young man walked up to her just as she was about to look for someone to help her fill out the adoption form. He told Charlotte that he was a volunteer and would be glad to help her adopt Trix. Charlotte was told that the cat had been picked up as a kitten, but no one wanted to adopt her. For the past 5 years, she has been at the shelter. After the adoption was finalized, the man, whose name was Martin, asked her if it was okay for him to check on the cat every once in a while. Over the years, he had grown to like the little cat and would miss not having her around. She wasn't sure at first, but she finally agreed to let him visit Trix every once in a while. After getting her new pet, Charlotte was astounded by how the cat moved around in her new house. It was common for the cat to lash out at Charlotte and hiss at her if she got too close, but the girl was determined to make friends with the animal, so she took her time to help Trix get used to her and her new surroundings. It took a few weeks, and Martin came over a lot during that time. He even helped Charlotte calm the cat down. As the two people got to know each other better, they began to bond over things they had in common. Martin said that he was in college right now, learning how to become a doctor. In the end, Charlotte and Martin started going out on dates, and soon they were engaged. After 2 years, Charlotte had gotten a good job as an architect at a nearby firm, and Martin was almost fully qualified as a surgeon. Charlotte and Martin decided to have a baby because they were financially stable and thought they had always wanted a family. She got pregnant pretty quickly as well. After 9 months, Charlotte gave birth to a healthy boy, and the couple chose the name Daniel for him. Charlotte and Martin were worried at first about how Trix would react to the new baby, but to their great relief, the cat liked the baby right away. The cat would try to stay close to Daniel at all times and keep him safe from anything she thought could be harmful. Charlotte decided after a few months that she wanted to go back to work. She and Martin then started looking for a nanny to watch Daniel during the day. Their search for a nanny ended with Sasha being hired because she seemed to have the best credentials of all the people they had talked to. Things looked promising with the new nanny at first. Daniel seemed to love her, and Trix wouldn't be shy around her. Charlotte and Martin were very happy at first, but then strange things began to happen. Charlotte saw that Daniel had some new scratches and a small bruise on his arms one day. When the worried mother asked Sasha about the injuries, the nanny said that Trix had gotten angry around the baby and started hitting him. Charlotte was shocked to hear this. The woman didn't want her furry friend and her child to fight, but as the young mother thought about Sasha's story, she began to question what she had been told. Trix had nothing but love and care for Daniel from the moment he was brought home, so why is she acting up now? Because Charlotte didn't believe what Sasha said. She put a hidden camera in Daniel's room to find out what was really going on. She broke down in tears when she saw the video of what her cat was doing. Charlotte left Daniel with the nanny for the day and went home right away to start watching the recording. Everything seemed fine at first. Sasha fed Daniel, and then she put him to sleep in his cot. Trix was lying on the window ledge and enjoying the sun at the time. Things went badly when Daniel became fussy, though. As soon as the baby started to cry and make noise, Sasha threw herself off the couch and ran to the baby's room. Trix jumped to her feet as soon as she saw the movement and ran after the upset woman. When they got to the baby's room, Sasha yelled at Daniel and even scratched and pinched his arm to try to stop crying. Trix jumped up on the cot and scratched Sasha at this very moment. She jumped back in shock and tried to push the cat away, but the cat wouldn't move from her position guarding the baby. Charlotte called the police and told them everything she had just seen because she thought it was enough. The police arrested Sasha after seeing the proof for themselves. She was sent to prison for abusing a child. Besides that, she was told she could never work as a nanny again and would be sent back to jail if she tried to act like one. At that same time, Charlotte and Martin gave Trix all the treats and toys she could handle as a thank you for keeping their baby safe. The story just shows that cats love and are loyal like dogs.